Shalom everyone. I wanted to share a quick and easy recipe for you. We've done some indulgent things in the past few videos, so I wanted to change things up a little bit. Everyone likes a brownie, and you can find great brownie recipes online and everywhere, but let's try something a little different. Make something with a lot of healthy ingredients, something higher in protein, no gluten, that's flexible, that you can use and still enjoy. So I am making a plant-based brownie here. It's chickpea based, and you know, it's quite tasty. It's very good. So come on in here and we will get down to it, and we'll show you how to put it together. Okay, let's get down to making some vegan and gluten-free brownies. We're gonna start out, we're gonna put it in a food processor. I'm gonna go through the ingredients real quick. 1.5 cups of chickpeas, that would be 1 can. You have a 1/2 cup, this is actually a little more than a 1/2 cup, of chocolate chips. Vegan chocolate chips if you can find them. A lot of chocolate chips do contain cocoa butter or dairy products. I know Trader Joe's and a couple other online suppliers, health food stores will have a vegan chocolate chip. I am using coconut oil, coconut sugar. This is nut milk. It's almond milk with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We've got a little baking powder, Dutch processed cocoa, and gluten-free all-purpose baking flour. So this is real simple. We're gonna build this in the food processor. So I will bring that food processor over and we will start putting these ingredients in. Now, we definitely wanna get these chickpeas well processed. I'm gonna add the chickpeas, the oil. Let's just use this guy. This is coconut oil. You can use any kind of oil you want. Alternatively, you can use applesauce, sugar, and extract, and the nut milk. Okay, we just want to pulse that real fine. We don't want too much bean texture in this, and we won't have it, but just to be sure. Okay, now we want to pulse in our baking powder, cocoa, and flour. Now, the good thing about using a gluten-free flour is you don't have to worry about making your dough tough because there's no gluten. And we'll just give that another little mix. Make sure everything gets together. And then we're gonna add our chocolate chips. I would definitely encourage you to use the chocolate chips. Without them, this isn't nearly as good. So we're just gonna pulse this a couple of times just to get them combined. We don't wanna chop up the chips too much. And there we go. Now that looks good. Now you wanna have a oiled and floured baking dish. A little piece of ice fell in there. We don't need that part. I put this in the freezer ahead of time, so I'd be ready for this. But just oil it, flour it, use your favorite oil. I use gluten-free flour for this. You can use coconut flour, almond flour in this recipe. You might have to add a bit more moisture if you use coconut flour. And like I said, hopefully your oven is already preheated to 350 degrees, because this should take about 15 minutes. And you're gonna have to carefully spread this. And sometimes if you can't get it to spread just nicely, you can always get a little bowl of water and get your hand wet, but I think we're gonna be able to accomplish this just fine. You will be able to serve this to your guests and your family, and I think they're gonna be very surprised. And you can feel free to add nuts to this as well. And this is just like a, basically the same as an 8x8 pan. Okay, so there it is. We're gonna throw this in the oven and we'll see you shortly. Okay, and we're back. We're right out of the oven, 350 degrees in about 14 minutes. This is what you get, a little bit of crackling. No need to stick a toothpick in the middle of it. This is, you want it to be a little gooey anyway. So you see it rise, it crackled. Now the hard part is you're gonna have to allow this to cool completely. And put it on a wire rack after about 10 minutes. And we'll see you in a few minutes once she's cooled and we'll get her cut up for you. All right, so there we go. We have our plant-based, gluten-free, but delicious, indulgent brownies. Let's go ahead and give this a try. While I'm thinking about that, would you please like, share, and subscribe? The more viewers we get, the more opportunity we have to do more to share with you. So let's give this a shot. Boy, this looks rich. Shockingly tasty. It really is. It hits all the things you want in a fudgy brownie. It does deserve a shofar blast. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll see you next time.